Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. Welcome to the eagerly awaited SCHLENKERLA showcase. Joined here by Adam from Mersey Beers
Hello.
and Josh from Last Beer.
Cheers.
And we're awaiting Craig from Kent Beer Reviews. We're not sure where he is, so if anyone knows, please help. So, first of all, we're going to start off. The two boys here have got the Helles Lager. So, yeah, they're going to start off with that. And I'm going to start off with the Schwartz beer.
There you go.
And welcome everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Another person that was going to join us was Joe from the Beer Patrol, but it's just been hard trying to get us all together at a time that suits. So shout out to him.
Cracking Paul. That's a brilliant Paul.
And Alex Paul.
Is it knobhead Paul? Oh, it'll sell.
And out of the three beers I've had the other two before, but this is the first time with this one, so it should be good.
Smoky boy.
Yeah, bacon.
And yeah, these are new to you, aren't they, Josh? You've never had any.
Yeah, I've never had any SCHLENKERLA before, so it'll be
I've never had the Helles before. I've only had the Märzen before.
Yeah.
And the root beer.
So we'll just keep it relaxed like this. Just just have a bit of a whiff and give us some thoughts. You two may as well go first since you got the same beer.
Smoky bacon crisps or chips. Sorry, Josh.
No, you're good. Bready. Definitely bready. It's like a sweetness to it, for sure.
Yeah.
Malty. Yeah.
Maybe like a bit of maple?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
So have you both got this? Did you say you've got the same version?
Yeah, it's just the filtered version.
The normal, the standard one. I've never seen the unfiltered one, to be honest.
I have, but I've never seen the special edition one that Rob let us know about the other day. That was, I don't know what the difference is between the unfiltered and the special edition unfiltered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same sort of wrap and that, isn't it? It's just got a little red logo on it or something.
Yeah, I think it's an extra red label on it, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what the difference is, whether it's a higher ABV to the regular unfiltered or.
Yeah, what's this one? 4.3, 4.8?
Yeah, I think the unfiltered is literally it's like 4.4 or 4.5. It's literally a 0.1% higher. But I wonder whether the special edition is higher again.
So yeah, this Schwartz beer is 4.2.
Lower. You didn't seem to get as much head on it as.
I poured slowly, and that's why.
No, I meant Sammy.
Yeah. This one it sort of lacks a bit of carbonation. It smells amazing though. It's I'd say color-wise, it's sort of like a dark chocolate or a real dark amber. But yeah, it just looks real light in carbonation and had shit all head. But yeah, you're definitely getting that it's like dark chocolate and smoke.
I'm picking up some caramel notes.
Yeah, something sweet. I can't. Maybe like a alpine honey.
Yeah, smells good.
Right.
You want
to? In you go, boys.
Cheers. Smokiness is very much on the very back end of the palate for me.
Yeah.
It's not there in the initial taste, which I suppose is good for sessionability.
I feel this is a good way for Josh too, just to get that little touch of smoke before he has the next beer.
Yeah, it's
Right.
gonna jump up on the mates and
Because the next two beers, he's going to be like, wow.
Yeah, slight smokiness, bacon. Like a char.
it's a chip, Josh, that we get in the UK called Frazzles, which are like a smoky bacon, like a corn chip that's it's got like the lines of bacon on it, and they're like really artificial bacon, but it is like very similar, the smokiness.
Interesting. Yeah, nice and light.
One thing
crisp.
with mine, I'm getting like brown bread.
It's
like
definitely
dark
bread in there.
chocolate, brown bread, and then the smoke's sort of like a charry smoke. It's not really that like honey ham. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
How's the chocolate play into it? You said you were getting chocolate off the nose, right?
Yeah, it's like huge dark chocolate like that. That was the first thing I smelled.
It's got a mineral element as well, I think.
Yeah.
Right at the front of the mouth.
Yeah, that smokiness kind of lingers a little bit on the back end.
Being a bit older of a beer, do you feel like it's changed? Like, do you feel like it's still drinking pretty well?
It's drinking fine. Most lagers, as I say, the best before on them, because as I mentioned, I think I mentioned before the chat, mine's slightly out of date by nearly a year.
Mine doesn't have a date. So
it's just, I don't think lagers that much, and I think the it's been in a brown bottle, it's been in a dark cupboard for 12 months more or less, been right at the back.
Yeah.
So
mine's been in the fridge for a couple of months.
Yeah, same. Mine had just been in the back corner of the fridge for ever since.
Fridges for IPAs.
Right. Yeah, there's no date on here, so.
Or fruit sours that might explode.
I still got fruit sours.
Josh has got about 300 of them.
I'll get to you later. We put these IPAs in front of you.
Suppose I should go through some comments.
Might be a good idea since you're the host. But
cheers, Paul, brother. So yeah, Paul would absolutely love these beers, but can't get them.
I found that really crazy because he like gets lots of old beers, and I thought he might have been able to get some.
Yeah, it's real tough with the Canadians with the whole limited supply at their government bottle shop things. But yeah, it's like I feel like if you're a Canadian, like you're close enough to the American border, you just need to get out and make the effort, get out there and get them.
Fill the back of your car and just drive over. They don't care.
Yeah.
Who's this guy in the chat?
Some dickhead.
Cheers, Thomas. Good to see you, brother.
Cheers.
Haven't had a beer with Thomas for a while.
I know. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, not seen his comments for ages. I know Paul P.A. Bruni's talked about him in his top YouTube channels under 1,000, which I know Sammy was included in on as well.
Yeah, that was cool, that video. I don't know, it sort of made me feel good just the way he was talking me up.
I watched it today whilst I was I listened to it today whilst I was doing the gardening.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've like a few of those guys off that list I've now subscribed to.
Yes. It's such a positive video as well.
I'm thinking I'm going to do one myself.
It's good. Keep the positivity up.
Yeah. Put Adam from Mersey Beers in there and say that he tells people to unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Give thumbs down.
I'd like to point out I did a video today. Yeah.
I reckon it'd be unreal. Like it's sort of like Josh, like how Josh is just all of a sudden starting to smash out the reviews. That's what you need to do. It's good to see.
No, I did a unboxing / unbagging today.
There you go.
Cheers, Bumpy. Good to see you, brother.
Jesse.
Daniel's always pops up and says g'day. It's good to have people like that. Simo, was he still live?
I think so.
Didn't see him live before. He sent me a message. We were talking on Instagram about an hour ago.
Yeah. Speaking of Paul.
Yeah, he is.
Cheers, brother. Yeah, I know. Like he would have been good to be a part of this, but yeah, I think he finds it hard to get these beers often too.
I think Pennsylvania's a weird state for beers. I think it'll rock up.
Yeah, they do have weird distribution levels.
It just rocks up whenever, like randomly, and then you'll never see it again. It's just like
right. Yeah, get it while you can.
Exactly.
Cheers. This is a newie. Good to see.
There you go.
Yeah, I've had a couple of new subscribers in the last few days.
That's probably thanks to Paul's video, I'd say as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind this one. I feel like we'll see how the other two go, but
yeah
this,
I think you're gonna find the Mertens another step up in intensity.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know about the Doppelbock, but
again, another step up.
Pretty sure from what I remember, the Doppelbock's very smoky, but it's a different sort of smoke. I remember the Urbock being very smoky.
Oh, okay. And we'll see.
The Doppelbock's not a 500ml bottle, is it either? I think the Urbock is, but the Doppel isn't. Oh, is it?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. What colour's the Urbock one? I can't remember. I think it might have been purple or something.
Like a dark blue in it.
Yeah, I had that in the. That was one I ended up drinking a while back. But yeah, this Schwarzbier is good, but to be honest, I probably expected a bit more.
Having had the Märzen before and having the Helles now, and had the rope beer 2 weeks ago. Last week? 2 weeks ago. The rope beer is my favourite so far.
Yep.
But we'll see. I've not had the Märzen it's been a couple of years.
Yeah, I think the with this one, because like it's SCHLENKERLA, Schwarzbier is one of my favourite styles. And yeah, just to be able to have a Schwarzbier that's smoky, I think the smoky element's just not as intense as I sort of expected it. So
yeah,
it's sort of, to me, it tastes like a standard Schwarzbier, which isn't a bad thing, but I just expected more of the smoke. It's like dark chocolate and bread, pretty much.
Nice.
That's good.
Have you ever seen this one in like where you are, Josh?
Maybe once or twice. Yeah, the bottle shop I think might have got it.
Like it only come out last year, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the red beer is the Lent beer is the most recent one.
Yeah,
and then I think the red beer was the year before. I think I'm sure that might have been 2 years ago. That the Schwarzbier. I'm sure that was the year before the red beer.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the Lent beer. By the time I got back to the shop, it was already gone. So I don't know how much they got.
It's the first time I've seen it this year. I've never seen it before.
How unreal would it be drinking at the source, though? I'm always jealous when I see people.
Wooden barrels
like
as well.
There's a couple of locations, isn't there? There's one that's like this real old
Don't know.
churchy looking building. Yeah. Cheers, Drewy.
Don't know. Bamberg's
He's-
not a place in Germany I've been to before.
Yeah, we reckon he might have fell asleep, Drewy.
He's
We
a
sort of
sleepy
haven't heard
boy.
from him just in the last hour or so.
Yeah.
It's gone missing. Hope he's okay. Anyway, he's probably just having a snooze.
Yeah.
Go get yourself a Schlenkerla and pop up here. You can replace.
Right. Go to the store real quick.
How cool would that be though if you just had some corner store like a 5-minute walk and you could get beers like this?
I can't even do that, and I live the closest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab the other one.
Yeah, no worries.
I left it outside because I knew.
I've got it right here, ready to go. So yeah, I'll just finish this off and we'll pour up.
Trying to find something to mount it on.
It'll be good all having the same beer though.
There we go. There we go. Just need it.
Bumpy just said he's in bed with his hat on.
I have seen that. I have seen that with he's put the hat over his face and fallen asleep. I've seen that before.
Mm. Yeah, it's never a good ending when like you'll see him start walking down the hallway and then you see him turn the bedroom light on and get into bed. It's like, oh my god.
We'll see. Big meet up at the end of this month anyway. So
Yeah.
there's 5, potentially 6 of us.
Yeah. There's another one where there's about 14 people meeting up.
Is there? Oh, the
Yeah.
Birmingham one. Yeah, I haven't been invited. I'm not going.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
I remember Trilby telling me about it. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's about 14 people." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, I've not had the invite.
yeah,
But I've wanted this one at the end of the month is Rivington's festival, which I've wanted to do for about 2 years.
I must admit, dude, ever since we got a couple of beers of theirs from their tap takeover, I'm starting to see them come over here more now."
I'll show you. Well, I'm going to do a video when I get there. It's a very picturesque brewery. Like it's at the top of a hill above a reservoir with a forest next to it. It's just
That's awesome.
it's a lovely, and it's 2 farmhouses that they've knocked through. The 2 semi-detached farmhouses. They've just knocked the wall through for the brewery and the tap room.
Yeah. Okay, boys.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I'm sure all the bottles look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Percentage on this one is 5.1. Is that the same with you guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like the the cap on it too.
Yeah.
Got the little dude.
I had the little dude on the Hellas. He's just blue.
Oh boy.
Yeah, on the he's on 2 of my beers, but he wasn't
Not
on
the Schwarz.
sports beer. Yeah.
Oh, strange.
Josh just goes, "Oh my god, I reckon he's got a smell of that smoke."
Yeah.
I'm only gonna pour.
Oh, yeah. That's bacony. That's what I want. Meat ales. I always
Yeah,
want
boys.
meaty ales. That's what you want. It's a quality pour again. Absolute
Oh,
It
quality.
smells like
man.
pork. It smells like
Yeah.
straight bacon.
Yeah,
It
meat
never
ales,
gets
Josh.
old, this beer.
That's what you want. You want meat in your
Yeah.
beer.
Exactly. That's what I signed up for.
I'm certainly getting a bit ahead on this one, boys.
Me too. It's more
boy.
head than beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Smoke.
color wise, I'd say it's like a copper.
Yeah.
It looks very dark in the camera, but
Almost a ruby copper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that slight amber touch, like a little bit red.
Scarlet? What do we? Well, it's too brown for Scarlet.
Scarlett Johansson.
They're nice. I'm getting like maple on this one as well too. Maybe it's but
So again, it's probably the wood that they're using rather than actual.
Cheers,
Yeah.
Blumpy.
I'm just getting bacon, smoke,
yeah.
maltiness. There is a sweetness there from the malt.
Yeah, I always get that sort of honey quality, like honey
Yeah.
ham.
Smells like loose change.
Loose change. I get what you mean. Like if you ever like so pennies, like if you have pennies in your hands for too long, I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's that smell.
Yeah, bready, toffee, honey ham.
It's woody as well.
Mm.
Yeah,
Feel like I'm at a campfire.
Mhm.
Sitting on the fire.
I like how the head sticks around too. It's good.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting it filled up.
Always good to have some nice head.
Yeah, some head that sticks around.
Right.
Mine's hanging over the top.
Mine's
Yeah,
very minuscule because I only poured a little bit.
that
so-
glass you've got definitely suits.
Proper
Right.
German glass. Proper German
Yeah.
people. I actually got this in a German gift set from Costco.
One thing with Schlenkerla beers, like with a lot of lagers, you know how you get that sort of like peppery, like spice note.
Mhm.
You don't really get that with these, and whether it's I don't know, the particular hop they use, or just the fact that the smoke sort of overpowers it. I just
think
never
it's
really get that.
too much sweetness from the malt as well, I think. Probably
Yeah,
balances that out.
That smoky, woody character kind of puts off a little, like, to me, like a dark chocolate kind of, but
yeah.
there's definitely like a smell of sweetness to it. But there's malts.
It's I don't. Sammy might get this. You definitely don't get it in America. Have you ever had malt loaf? Saurine malt loaf.
No.
Really, I thought that'd be in Australia. It's like a sort of minuscule loaf of malt bread with raisins in. It smells ridiculously like that plus bacon, which is a weird combination because it's not a bread that you have with bacon. It's like a sweet bread.
Do you get any like fruity characteristics from this? I don't.
Yeah, like a little raisin,
Yeah.
Yeah,
prune maybe.
leather.
Yeah.
Cigar.
No cigar. Not unless you're smoking a.
Yeah, right.
Not unless you're smoking a bacon roll.
Right.
There is, I'm sure though, there is a Schlenkerla beer that is more of that sort of peatiness.
You might get that on the Doppelbock.
Yeah, I think it is. It's one of those ones. It's like a different type of smoke. Anyway, let's go in, boys.
Cheers.
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 Yeah, that's the sweetness, the malty sweetness I want from this kind of beer. Josh's face. Look at his
Keen
face.
to hear Josh's thoughts.
Not the biggest fan, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, meat ales, sweet meat ales. That's what I want. That's going to go down quick.
You couldn't see yourself having a big breakfast with it.
I don't think so.
I'd want Black Forest ham with this. Black Forest ham and a bit of mustard. That'd do me.
It just makes me want to eat bacon.
Why bad thing? Unless you're a vegan. It's a bad thing.
It just never gets old, this beer, for me. I love it.
It's definitely an acquired taste for sure.
Yeah, you can definitely see the love
I think
or the hate.
I think you might change your opinion, Josh, as further down you get the glass. It changes a lot.
More sweetness or what?
More sweetness, and I think that adds to the sessionability.
The initial shock when you first
Yeah.
try it, it's like, wow.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but it's just something, it's different.
I find the more you drink it, the more it resembles a type of dunkel to me. I love dunkel, so
Yeah, I definitely get a little touch of chocolate.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I had that Schwartz beer first, it's like, nothing like obviously compared to that. It's like, for me, this is like really bready, that caramel toffee, then like a little touch of chocolate.
Yeah, see, now the smoke isn't as intense compared to that first sip.
exactly.
Mm.
And it dissipates as you get further and further down.
Yeah.
And then you have another pint and you go, yeah, this is less. This is more less, and then
you realize it's like you're just drinking a nice lager.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that initial sip.
Any dunkel or a Märzen.
It's like
I think a lot of it as well is to do with the odor when you open it as well. I think you get a lot of that intense bacon smoked flavor when you open it, and I think obviously your nose is a bigger factor when you're drinking as well.
Yeah.
So I think that adds to it when you first sip it.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to try this. I've never had this on draft. It'd be interesting to try this.
Yeah.
Whether it retains its smokiness when it pours, or whether that's maybe something held for when it first is kegged.
Yeah, we had an event where we had, I think, 4 of them on tap, and I felt like the smokiness was more subdued than when you had them in the bottle.
I've never seen them on draft ever in the UK.
Yeah.
It's just bottles. You get loads of bottles. Like in certain places, I've been to certain places where the fridge is full of SCHLENKERLA, but never see it on draft.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when I had them, it was like a Oktoberfest event at Carwin Cellars, and they had like heap of Weihenstephaner and 4 of these, and then they had some local takes on German beers. It was pretty cool.
We get for 100% Weihenstephaner. We get a lot on keg, especially around Oktoberfest. I've been to a place in Liverpool, the German bar, where they've had Weihenstephaner Oktoberfest on draft with Paulaner and a lot of the other big 5 Oktoberfest beers.
Yeah.
SCHLENKERLA's never one that I've never seen on keg. It's interesting. Ironically, we do get the 5-litre mini kegs though.
Yeah, well, I have seen them here, but they always sell real quick.
They sell very quick here as well.
Yeah.
It's always the Märzen and it's always the Helles as well. Never anything else.
They look so cool. Like,
there is like a spice with this one as well. I'm getting, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, definitely. Like Adam was saying, when you drink more of it, that smoke kind of goes away a little bit. It's not as intense.
I think it's a similar thing to hoppiness. You know, if you have a really green beer, when you first take the first sip, the hoppiness is almost insipid. But as you get further and further down the beer, you notice it less.
Yeah.
No, the 5-litre mini kegs. I keep telling Harry because he's got a what they call a spear adapter for his hand pull, and I keep telling him to just go and get one of them and spear it, and we'll have cask SCHLENKERLA. 。 . 'Cause 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 '
Yeah, I'll have to try the wheat version again. I remember it being quite nice.
Oh, I want to try the Lent, the Schwarzbier and the unfiltered Helles would be interesting as well.
Yeah, that's definitely one I want to try. What is the Lent one? Like, I don't know anything about that.
So it's like a Easter Märzen. So obviously Märzen's March. So whether it's been in the cellar longer, because obviously Easter's usually further along than March, isn't it? So
Yeah.
whether they've been cellaring it longer, I don't know.
Yeah, because I know the red one had a different. That was like cherry wood instead
Oh
of
yeah,
the
fit though.
Yeah,
That is fit.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. See what Unsap says about the Lent one.
nothing like some smoked beers at 9 a.m. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's still
Oh,
early.
okay. So the Lent beer is just an unfiltered version of this.
Oh,
Interesting.
So essentially a hazy version of this.
yeah. Wouldn't that mean that it's like really intense?
I would say yes.
Yeah. See, I just assumed the Lent beer would sort of be like the red and be like more subtle than the
No,
sort of the flagship one.
it's described as a Botzit, which means already included, which is the German phrase for afternoon snack. So it's going to be a thick boy.
Snack. This is our breakfast or my
Yeah.
breakfast.
It's been going since 2022, so it's a couple of years old. That one.
Mm.
Let's see what else. What else have they got available?
What's your thoughts, Josh, on like sort of the body and the mouthfeel of the beer? I reckon they're a good sort of like that medium to full sort of body. I like.
Yeah.
Suits
It's
the
not like
style.
a heavy, not like a heavy beer, but there's definitely a little bit of heft to it.
And just with the head sort of sticking around.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm getting more of that chocolate.
Carbonation's not too intense as well.
No, I'm kind of getting more sweetness now. Some of that there's chocolate malts and obviously there's still that smoke, but it's not, like I said, as intense when you first take a sip out of it or smell it. Kind of mellows out.
It's probably a bit easier on the palate, and you probably enjoy
it.
it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've had the Doppelbock, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes for us.
There's more than I thought. I've had a quick look, and there's Märzen, the Doppelbock, the Erbach, the Lager beer, the Vines.
Last night, the Pauline or the Salvatore or whatever it is.
Salvatore's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's also the Krausen, which I've never heard of.
Yeah, I've had that.
That's the young beer.
The only one I haven't had now would be the Lent beer and the unfiltered Helles.
Yeah, the rope beer as well.
Yeah.
The cherry wood. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
There's also the Hansel, which is the non-alcoholic one.
Yep, I've had that too.
How's the cherry?
I remember, when I said I had the wheat
smoke?
one at the beach, I had the Krausen when I got home.
All right, fair enough. The cherry wood one I really rated. I was it's a lot sweeter, I thought, than both of these.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering how the cherry played into with the smokiness and.
It's cherry wood. It's definitely not cherry.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Brett, if you know where Craig is. Oh, he went to a gig.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, Simo, I remember you saying you hate smoked beers. I remember on a stream you saying it.
I want more smoked beers.
Because I remember when he said that, I thought of Josh.
Yeah, that's the first time I've had smoked beers years ago, but I was never a
Like
big fan of
you
them, but-
probably had them from like subpar efforts from like local breweries and stuff.
Yeah, one was like it was like it was one from Smutty Nose back in the day, like 2014 when I started getting into craft. So my palate wasn't as advanced as it is now, but it was like a cherry one, I think, like a cherry smoked vice or something like that.
Yeah.
I was this is terrible. I'm never drinking a smoked beer again.
This is going down a treat.
Well, this is the original, so that's something you should judge it on. If you don't like this, you definitely don't like it.
It's always good whenever you have a smoked beer to always like compare it to these guys.
Yeah. These
like
are the OGs.
As they say, like the benchmark.
Yeah.
I don't hate it, I mean, obviously more smokier than the Hellas we did. I'm sure the Backelbach will be even smokier, but we'll see. And that one's higher ABV. 8%,
Yeah,
I think.
it's 8%.
In a 500ml bottle. That's why I asked whether the Doppelbock was a 330.
Yeah, it's double what the friggin' Schwartz beer was. You're going to be lit.
Started with a 4. Now we're at a 5. Now I'm going to an 8.
Can you imagine going to Bamberg and getting a stein of it?
Yeah.
A 1 litre stein.
Oh, jeez.
To double the bottle.
That's probably why you don't see it as often as the other beers. People are getting too messed up on it.
Probably
I forgot that it was that high in ABV. I was thinking it was like,
No, in Germany, you probably wouldn't be able to get a stein of it. They would say half a stein only.
Yeah. You get a little small pour like it's a...
No. Definitely be a 500ml half a stein.
A special release putty.
No. You don't do that in Germany. It's a stein or half a stein.
Yeah. You're having a big night or nothing at all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's really good.
Beer.
I don't mind it. I wouldn't say it's really good, but I don't hate it. Trying to keep my expectations up high.
I love that woodsy finish.
It feels like I'm sitting around a campfire.
Get the guitar out.
They're going to play Wonderwall by Oasis.
You laugh, but that has actually reminds me of the last time it wasn't the last time I went camping, but it was the last time there was a lot of us went camping. It was my last year of university, and we went to the south of France kayaking, and we met up with a load of lads from Queen's College Belfast, and that was what they sang around the campfire. They sang Wonderwall. Yeah, so many Irish bands, that I appreciate the Northern Irish, but so many bands that they could have chosen from the whole of Ireland. I'm going to choose Oasis Wonderwall.
Right.
Oh, I was drinking smoked lagers there, but it wasn't the lager that was smoked, it was the fire. And then just standard French lager.
So far, the what I've seen in France of the Olympics, it's like they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. Your boys were doing well at the basketball this morning against Spain, and then the
last medal count I seen Australia were on top. I'm like, fuck yeah. Because we always dominate the swimming.
Yeah, the swimming was doing medals already, wasn't it? But the basketball, you nearly buggered it up right at the end. You got it just came out in the last quarter, and bloody Spain were all over you like a rash.
Yeah.
It was good though.
And Gojira played the opening first metal band.
That looked. Have you seen footage of it, Josh? It looks so sick.
Yeah, the only footage I saw was like on Twitter or X or whatever, and it looked badass.
Yeah, I come across some and I went to send it to you, but it wouldn't. It was off like TikTok and it wouldn't send.
Oh yeah.
Were they in the castle?
They were at the Bastille, I think.
Yeah. They had made special platforms, so like balconies.
Yeah, they're doing like solos outside.
Yeah, it was so cool. You're like the first metal band to play.
Some opera lady were on a big wooden ship going along past, and they're doing. She's flying blood, but it's just red streamers, just like.
Yeah. Yeah, her head was cut off, and she was like,
Like, did you see like the Eiffel Tower all lit up, and then when
it's good,
volleyball is right there? Like, imagine sitting in the beach volleyball watching that, and you got the Eiffel Tower right behind. Right, that's so cool.
I'm feeling bad for the people doing the Ironman though, because they're gonna have to swim in the Seine, and apparently it's filthy, absolutely filthy. The French Prime Minister said that they'd swim in it because they were confident of how clean it was, and they just kept rescheduling it, and they rescheduled it past the Olympics.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
I wasn't a big fan of Paris when I was there years ago. I mean, it was all right. I mean, I saw the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre and all that stuff, but yeah, just gotta watch.
I've never been.
They're everywhere.
I've only ever been to the south of France. Lovely country, France. The people spoil it.
Yeah. Well, obviously being American, they're not too fond of us when we get there. So.
They're not fond of the British either, but you can be polite if you deem to be, but you don't deem to be. So.
Right. Yeah.
I wonder what they think of the Aussies.
Hate them.
Probably just think that you're British.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
They just assume I'm either English or American.
Yeah, you just scream at them. I'm not a bomb.
So how have you guys gone with the bottle? Have you still got much left? I'm just about necked it.
That's what's left. Whatever's left in the glass.
About the same for each.
I can't wait. It's going to be so funny if Craig is asleep. If he wakes up, he's going
to skull the bottle.
He's going to feel like the biggest dickhead.
I don't think he will. I think he'll just review the beers and go to bed.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about it if he like he wakes up during the night and this is all over. Like.
Oh yeah.
Like when he wakes, like if he ends up sleeping for hours and he wakes up and he's like, "Oh shit, the stream," and like the stream's ended like 5 hours ago. I reckon he'll feel like a bit of a goose.
I tell you what.
Sorry, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh at me now, but I'm gonna finish this beer and I'll let you guys review the Doppelbock while I drink a dragon soup off camera.
I was gonna say you need to get something while we have the Doppelbock. That'll be funny.
I've got the OG dragon soup.
You can tell you're getting all primed up to sit up all night watching the fights.
Yeah, and then I got to do an airport run at 6:00 p.m.
Oh, really?
PM, but it's all right. I've got all day.
Yeah. We're trying to get into this one now, Joshy boy.
Yeah, let me finish the rest of this.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm going to see Limp Bizkit tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
They're no Papa Roach.
They're better than Papa.
No, they're recent to it.
Oh,
their recent tour here in Australia, everyone was fucking going off about how good it was. So I was like, like a bit of a fanboy as a teenager, and I sort of wanted to go because I missed out. They were meant to be at Melbourne Big Day Out back when I was a teenager, and a girl died in the Sydney mosh pit, so they cancelled
Bloody
the
hell.
Melbourne one. And I was pissed off so bad I didn't get to see them. And then they've come out here just recently, and I didn't go, and everyone's saying how good it was.
Yeah, the crowds have been crazy.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to drop off. Thanks, lads, and
Yep.
I'll good luck with the doppelbock. I'll be
Cheers,
listening.
No worries. Thanks for joining.
Cheers.
All right, I'm gonna go grab that doppelbock. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'll rinse my glass out.
So up next we're going the Doppelbock, and it's at 8%. I remember this one being quite smoky, but sort of like a different smoke to the Murchison. Cheers, Rob. Good to see you, brother. I watched back your competition stream, and I see I see Dave Wilson featured again. It's like, what's going on there? I think he's got a magnet on his name whenever you spin the wheel. So we're Josh and Craig hasn't turned up. We don't know where he is. We reckon he's fell asleep. Josh and Adam have done the original Helles first, and I did the Schwartz beer. That's what I was going to share with Craig. And then all three of us have just done the Murchison. And now Josh and I are going to do the Doppelbock. So the Doppel's the oak smoke, and it's 8%, so a bit of a big boy. Pretty funny. So we're hoping Craig still joins, but we're not sure. All right, because he's responded to some of our group messages earlier on, and then he's just sort of disappeared. Just hoping he's okay.
Oh.
Doppelbock time. Yeah, I can't believe it's 8%.
I know.
So Simo's live and he's in here chatting, according to Rob.
Oh shit! There you go. Yeah, I popped in on Simo's and told him we were doing the review earlier.
Yeah. Everyone message Craig and tell him he's a dickhead.
Cheers, Rob. Good to see you. Hope all is well. I see you did Rob did that beer giveaway yesterday. I was watching.
Yeah, I was just saying about that and how David Wilson, that always wins it, he ended up getting second place. But
I saw that. Yeah.
They made someone else. Yeah. So you good to pour this one, brother?
Yeah, let's do it. Nice 8%er.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Mine don't have like a date on it, but
yeah, it's weird how yours have got the barcode like
sideways.
vertical. Yeah. Yeah, so this is definitely lighter in color.
This one's not. The aroma is not as smoky as the Marks.
Nah, maybe I just because I've had so many of them. You know how like Adam was reeling them all off, and I've had so I knew one of them was more intense. I reckon that's probably the Erbach. Maybe this one's a bit more like subdued, but it's a different type of smoke. We'll soon see.
Nice copper color to it. Yeah, not as dark as the Martzen, but nice head on it.
Yeah, what would you say colour?
Like a copper, like reddish hue to it.
Yeah. It's almost
Uh,
like a reddish orange sort of, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But copper would be the colour that describes it.
yeah.
It's it's a bit more cleaner than the last one.
Yeah.
Similar head.
Like a cream colored, like not off white
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
Nice bubbles. Yeah, this one's not as like the
Yeah.
aromas. It's not as intense with that
Yeah.
flavor as the
Do you know
Mart.
what sort of smell I'm getting? Like a Vienna lager.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
there is still that kind of like chocolate maltiness to it for sure.
Yeah.
Nice sweetness.
Yeah, I'm getting like caramel bread.
Bacon.
Yeah. I'm getting like a real woody vibe on the aroma on this one.
Yeah, maybe some maple or honey. Are you getting any of
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like most of their beers I get that honey.
yeah. Not too much char. I feel like the Hellas, there was a little more like a char taste to it compared to the
Yep.
Martzen in this one, or aromas as well. This one, I mean, this one's not as, like I said, not as smoky as the Martzen. I mean, I had a Doppelbock last night. Obviously, it wasn't Schenkerler, but it was the Paulaner Salvatore one, and
Yeah.
that was around the same
Yeah, I haven't had a
ABV.
Paul. Last Paulaner I had was I think the Munich Helles. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Yeah. We even get it in our Audi, and it's in like the big yellow cans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean with it's like I get that honey quality, but it's sort of like it seems a bit more like rich and sweet. And yeah, it reminds me of maple syrup.
Yeah, yeah. Like that smoke kind of makes it,
Yeah.
you know, have that maple characteristic, like a maple bacon type.
How cool would it be like just to see a heap of like beer aficionados do like smelling of beers, but they're not allowed to taste them and they got to judge beers just on aroma?
That'd be interesting. That'd be cool.
It'd be a cool experiment.
I mean, I guess eventually you'd have to drink them because all that beer would go to waste. But
Yeah. Just
yeah,
say
definitely.
though, like, say someone's like, I don't know, like not allowed to drink anymore. So when they do
Oh yeah,
reviews,
they
they
just
just
smell it.
smell them.
Yeah, it's torture.
I remember like when I used to watch Peter from the Master of Hoppets back in the day, he used to say how quite often he wouldn't drink the full beers when he'd review them. He'd just have like a couple of sips and then he'd throw the rest out. I'm like, fuck that. I'd be drinking the whole thing.
Well, I seen a. I don't know if you follow him on YouTube, but his name is the Old Growler. You follow that
Yep.
channel? He's an older guy, so he doesn't. He drinks before he sniffs, and then he
Yeah,
sniffs.
I remember you saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Cheers, Jimmy. Yeah,
I'm like,
that's
oh, that's
weird. Like,
interesting.
so he'll open it up and just go straight in. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah. And he brings up some guy, some sort of. I don't. I always forget the name he brings up. He's like, I learned this from blah blah blah. He'll drink it and then he'll sip it or smell it and see how the vice versa. But you ready to dive into it, dude?
yeah, mate. Let's go
All right.
in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See, this one isn't as This one's more, I feel like, bready than. I mean, there's definitely smoke to it, but I'm getting more like brown bread, a little bit of that sweetness, maple syrup.
See, I don't get as much of that smoky char sort of character, but I get heaps of wood. I get real woody
I get a lot
vibe.
of sweetness on this one too.
Yeah, and like I get like that huge sort of honey.
Yeah, with the sluttle, it's not overly powering like that Marson with the smokiness. Like
Yeah,
obviously you still get the smokiness, but this one's more sweeter.
it's more about the sweet malt.
And I don't know if the ABV plays into that aspect since it is 8%.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you
the,
sort of wonder, because it's such high ABV, obviously more malt, whether that sort of then overshadows the smoke or it's just a
yeah,
different type of smoke, less like more subdued.
to be honest with you, I'm out of the three that I've had so far, this one might be the one that I like the best.
Yeah,
Um, I mean the
it's.
Hellas was
Are,
good.
are you getting huge like caramel on this one as well?
Yeah,
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 yeah. It's like huge. It's sort of like that sticky, like toffee,
mm-hmm.
brown bread, like
It's not
honey. I'm not
not
really getting the meaty element as much.
compared to
There's
the
a touch of smoke, but I get like it's almost like I get more of a woodsy vibe with this than I
yeah,
did with the others.
yeah.
And for those that just chimed in, especially Jimmy, we had Adam up here that shared 2 beers with us, and Craig has gone missing. We don't know where he is.
So we did this one. Well, me and Adam did this one while Sam did the Schwartz beer, and
Yeah.
then all three of us did the Martzen. And now me
So
and
yeah, I started with that when the other 2 boys did the Hallis.
now we're on the Doppelbock.
Yeah, it was good. Like it was good that we all were able to share that same beer.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Lit.
Yeah,
Although,
This one's going down really nice.
yeah. Although, if you think about it, so this size bottle is probably equivalent to like a 16-ounce can. So it'd be like
Yeah.
30 or whatever, you know. But
What are your thoughts on the appearance of like the bottles?
like the
They're
labels
like
and
that
stuff,
simple but effective.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Old
the
school
different
classic.
colours, the
Uh-huh.
old school like German sort of font.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
I like how.
It's one of those like if you had a mantle with a heap of different beers on there, you'd have to have one of these up there.
Yeah, I might put one of these up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it along like Prefontaine and Cantillon and stuff like that. It's up there. Yeah, but this one's good. I like this one.
Oh, Rob, that's
On a
awesome.
battle share wild. Oh boy.
So he's been on the wild. He's gonna be in for a wild morning on the
Yeah, right.
Emperor. The wild beers are bad enough, let alone the curry.
Pickled onion juice. Interesting. So it's very vinegar based.
Cool. Oh, one thing I forgot about, but I've got coming up in like 2 weekends is that like the sour festival that I go to every
Oh,
year.
there you go. Better take
I
some
can't wait.
Pepto or something. You'd be crapping your
I
brain.
I bloody last year I paired sour beers like with oysters. Obviously, I do that every year, but they had kangaroo tacos, and it was so good. Like that real gamey meat with a bit of lime juice and like tacos with like I can't remember what beer I had with it, but it really worked. It was like a real farmhousey beer.
Yeah, see, those are the kind of I like the wild ales I like are those real like real vinegar based type ones. A lot
Yeah,
of people hate them, but
yeah.
the more
They
vinegar
have a
based.
really good mix at this festival. They have a lot of that sort of stuff that you're talking about, like your Flanders, all that sort of shit. They have like your farmhouse, like your saison types, but then they have a lot of like your berry forward, like wild beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Those are
really good.
my favorites. Yeah.
The only thing this year is they've changed the venue, so I don't know if it's going to be as good because it's
Oh yeah.
always been at this art, like an art exhibition building, and all the stalls are right near each other, and it's what do you call it when you pay for it in advance, and then you just like
Like
a
early
all
access type
inclusive.
thing.
So yeah, you just walk around and go, "Oh, how you going, buddy? I'll try this," and you end up just smashing so many beers. And it's going to be the same this year, but yeah, different venue, less time. Yeah, just be interesting to see if it's as good as what it normally is.
Oh yeah.
It'd be cool if I could do a video from there, but it's just always awkward, like in public.
Yeah. A lot of people. It's
And I
hard to
don't
hear
really
you.
have. I don't have the equipment. It'd be just something I'd do on my phone.
Yeah. Plus, it'd probably be hard to hear you, and with all the people
Yeah.
and stuff, you know. Smash Burger.
Nah, I think. Are you referring to like yesterday? If he's referring to yesterday, I didn't. I was gonna go. Yeah, these guys were doing a get
Oh
together
yeah.
with a craft bar that I hadn't been to, and I was thinking about going down, but
Didn't you go to that a couple months ago too? They had something like that
yeah,
where you
they've had
go
a few different ones.
Oh, okay.
These guys and College Dropout, the guy that's like heavily influenced by Kanye, they're like my two favorite burgers in Melbourne. Like they're fucking elite level. And yeah, these guys are more of a pop up. They go and like do brewery or like they even go to gyms and like a lot of bodybuilding events because guys there want a cheat meal.
Oh
They're
yeah.
these huge big blokes and they're like, "Oh, give me that smash burger." So yeah, these guys are more pop up, whereas College Dropouts actually got two stores. And yeah, I messaged the guy from College Dropout, and he's brought out some new merch, and it's like the College Dropout with his own little logo, and then these names of burgers are names of Kanye's songs.
That's
So it's
crazy.
got all like the little names and that. And I'm like, oh, I want to get one of those hats, dude. It'd be so cool. I'll buy one off you and maybe a hoodie. I think he's going to send them to me for nothing. He's
Well, that's
like real
cool.
generous, dude.
That's cool.
Mm. Like there was a hoodie he brought out, like for like sort of against domestic violence, and he just come up with it himself. He's like, "Oh, guys need to talk about it. We need to like get together, solidarity to stop violence against women and that." He brought this hoodie out, and he's like, "Oh, I just want to give them out to people," and it's like this awesome as 100. If you bought it, it'd be like $100 worth. Real good quality. He's like, "Here you go," and like just sends one to me in
That's
the
cool.
post.
Yeah. Trying to get his name out there and trying to,
Yeah, yeah.
promote.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
yes. Cool. Yeah, that balance sounds like that'd be pretty good. So
Yeah, I
balance,
seen Rob talk about it a lot.
yeah.
It's like a good place.
So they're based in that same area, Josh, as like Track and Cloudwater and Sure
Oh
Shot.
yeah, yeah.
They're all within walking distance. How cool would that be?
Right?
Yeah. I'm trying to get him to come closer to like my hometown. It'd be cool. But yeah, he
Oh
sort of
yeah,
needs like he always has like relationships with the businesses he sort of parks at, and it's sort of got to work both ways. There's got to be sort of something in it for them.
yeah.
It's a long way to travel. Yeah. It'd be a cool little business though. He's killing it. Like as I've said on a few streams, he's done a little kids like a kids book, and with illustrations, and it's all like the different ingredients of a burger as a character.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah. Need to pour more of this into the glass.
Yeah, I poured a little bit more.
Do you feel like the texture of this is a bit more like? I mean, it's more malts. It's sweeter.
It's sweeter,
It's
yeah.
got more of like a slightly fuller body.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, to me, I mean, body wise, I feel like it's similar to the Martin, but
Yeah.
a little bit heftier. I mean, obviously it's higher ABV, but
I think because the Schwarzbier too for me was really light.
yeah, it was what, 5 something.
Yeah. I
I mean,
definitely
that's what the
get
Martin is too, 5.1 or whatever, right?
I definitely get a little bit of booze in this one though.
See, I'm not really getting. Let me see. I'm not.
See, I feel like with mine, I don't know how old it. Yeah, see it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I feel like the age on this one. It's sort of the maltiness, the sweetness, and the booze is sort of elevated.
Yeah,
Because
I don't know when mine. I mean, mine's
yeah,
probably
it's
not
shit
as
that yours
old.
doesn't have a date.
Yeah, I know.
See, mine's got an expiration of May this year, so it's like a month. No, 2 months. Yeah, 2 months over expiry.
Yeah, maybe I don't know why the U.S. market doesn't have an expiration date for these bottles, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Maybe the can versions of some of this stuff in the U.S., but I never picked up cans.
Yeah.
I had to bin.
Cheers for
Yeah,
chiming
Bumpy.
in, Bumpy. We'll share a beer with you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Good luck at work tomorrow. Have fun. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Here's my shekels. That's
I love that when you said shackles, and it reminded me of that episode where George. Do you remember the episode where the criminal is on the cover of the magazine that George is in, apparently, and he goes
Oh,
into the
yeah.
he's like, but you're in no shackle.
Yeah.
And then he sees him on the plane and beats him up in the
Yeah.
toilet.
Yeah. The Summer of George.
This was supposed to be the summer of George.
Yeah. I like the one where he picked the eclair out of the trash can. Someone comes in there, he's like reaching and eating it, half eating eclair out of the trash can. Or the answering machine one was good. Believe it or not, George. George, I know you're there. Call me back. He doesn't want to break up with that girl.
Yeah, he's there eating something, listening to it, and then someone else calls him, and he quickly picks it up, and then
Yeah, he's like on the couch eating popcorn or whatever, I think.
Please leave a message at the beep.
I must be out, or I'd pick up the phone. Where could I
I love
be?
how you play.
Believe it or not, I'm not home. So good.
And then the girl's like, I hate that message.
Yeah, right. George. He's like sitting on the couch at Jerry's, eating popcorn.
Every now and then I'll go through a phase where, like, I don't know, like I start watching Seinfeld again, and like, I haven't done that for a while. I need to revisit.
It's so good, dude.
Mm.
The Drake. What are we gonna get the Drake for his birthday? They all go to the mall and
the old big screen TV.
Yeah, the big screen TV. Yeah.
I hate the drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Man hands. Jerry goes on a date with that girl, has man hands. Do you want me to crack your lobster for you? She's like, opens a beer for him.
I've just emptied the rest of the bottle into the glass.
I'm gonna go use the facilities here in a bit. Too much
So
liquid in my body.
Out of the three, I've got the full glass of the Doppelbock, and then I've still got probably half a bottle of that.
Oh, I have.
It's a good little session. A good little German fiesta.
I have this much left at each of these two. So I pretty much almost finished those ones. No, we're on the same. They're all about the same level. So, I mean, like I said, almost the same size as a 16-ounce can. So it's like drinking.
You're like me. You keep burping.
Yeah, I know.
They're fairly the carbonation in them sort of gets you going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sort of getting that feeling like I'm like a little bit bloated.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I gotta drain.
You should have seen last night, dude. I cooked up these like teriyaki noodles, chicken teriyaki. They're quite spicy, and I probably made enough for 2 meals. Right, I hadn't really eaten much during the day. I had my half portion, and I was like, "Fuck it, these are good." I'm so hungry. I ended up eating the whole amount. And I went to bed last night and I was so full. I remember waking up going, God, it was just, I ate way too much.
Yeah,
it was almost like I needed that, the portion, like the half portion was like not enough, but the full portion was way too much. It's like I needed to eat 2/3 of it. But then it's like, what's the point of leaving? Yeah, what's the point of leaving a little amount? Because then I'll be hungry after it if I just leave this little amount and have that today. So yeah, it'll be one of those days the Colonel will probably visit.
Like I ate before this, but now I'm hungry again.
Yeah,
I want a sub, but I don't want to drive to Wawa because it's right up around the corner, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah. Do they deliver?
Yeah, but
yeah, you pay like twice the amount.
Outrageous. If I were to get like an Italian sub or hoagie or whatever, it'd be ridiculous.
Yeah. See, if I walked to KFC and got a massive feed, I'd be up for about $18. But if I get it delivered, I'm up for about 35. Like
it's insane. Yeah, you got to tip them and whatever else, and there's delivery fees.
Like the prices are always a bit more intense, and then it's a huge delivery fee as well. Like it's ridiculous. It's like I may as well just order like 2 pizzas.
Oh yeah, like I could probably get Taco Bell. I know I can get Taco Bell delivered, but it's like if I were to go there, it'd be like, if I got like a meal deal, it'd probably be like, maybe $20, maybe less than that. But if I get it delivered, it's going to be like over almost $30. It's like,
when you're starting to get up towards like $40-50 just for one meal, it's like, is it really worth it? Like you could be really drunk and hungry, but it's like, God, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, right. For one,
like today's cost of living.
Yeah, right. For one meal. Do you really need it that bad? Like,
But that's the thing too. You go shopping now in the supermarket and you'll buy enough just for a couple of days of food, and it's like, I've just spent $150. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
It was like that. Yeah. And if you brought a lot of name brand shit too.
Yeah, I could imagine, Jimmy. In Finland, it's probably worse than Australia.
Oh yeah.
I know the fucking alcohol's ridiculous. What's the I'm trying to think of, like, say Jimmy, if you got KFC just by itself, like, what would it cost where you are? Like, just for, like, say for me in Australia, a decent feed at KFC would
I
be
gotta
like,
use the
I don't know,
restroom. I'll be right back.
$18. For
I'll be right
Josh,
back.
it's probably what, 15? Yeah, just it'd be good to know the differences in prices, because I know Australia is always rated really high, but I know Scandinavia is sometimes worse than us. Because you've lived in the UK and America, you'd sort of have a fair idea where it's at. I really want Craig to wake up and join the stream from his coma. Be funny as. There's my dogs. I dare say a dog is walking past. I'd probably pay 12 to 15 euro if I go to the restaurant and eat there. Yeah. So that's like what, probably 30 Australian, I think. Yeah. Anyway, cheers. So yeah, I'm gonna have to organise something for lunch today. And oh man, that ramjet I had last night.
Hit the spot.
Such a good beer. If we ever catch up, that'll definitely be a beer that I will keep for you to try.
Well, I don't want it.
So yeah, it's like, yeah, as I said, it's that popular. It's sort of cult status. It has its own day. And yeah, barrel aged imperial stout, like whiskey barrel, just so fucking good. I gave it 4.8 out of 5. It was,
Shit.
and the awesome thing is I'm going to be drinking a few different variants like all week. It's going to be cool. Oh yeah, so 20 to 25 Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Black Tuesday review after this one. Psych.
Yeah.
Just necking a Black Tuesday bottle right on stream. 19.5%.
Oh, I'm going to take a risk too, like that distribution company that does all the American stuff.
Uh-huh.
They've instead of picking out some beers to buy, because I had a look, they don't have the double dry hopped King Sue.
Oh shit. Do they
So
have
I'm not
turmoil?
really sure what they've got. They've only got the standard King Sue, but they've brought out another one of those mystery boxes. So I'm like, fuck it. I bought one of them, so I'm gonna get 10 random American beers in the next week or two. Let's see what turns up. Because remember last year I did it and I got fundamental observation.
Oh yeah.
It was like I took the punt and it paid off massively.
That'd be
So if
cool
I
if you
can get,
got turmoil from Top Lane
yeah,
Black vanilla
fucking
one.
oath.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could do a review on that. But
yeah. God, that'd be good if I got that beer.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad I was able to
toppling,
grab one.
the only toppling Goliath they had was the standard versions of Pseudo, King, What's some other flagship beers of theirs? There was one with a blue can,
Blue can.
and then that was an IPA, and then there was like some sort of lager, I think.
Well, I know they have like Mind Haze, which is like one of theirs. Obviously the
Is Mind
pseudos.
Haze an IPA, like a hazy
Yeah.
IPA?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
might have been that.
I think they have like a lager.
I know they have the Dorothy lager, but it wasn't that. And they've got like a basic stout as well. That wasn't part of it.
Yeah, and then you get like I'm trying to think. Well, because they have the assassin
Most of it
series.
was just shit I've seen before. Anyway, they didn't really have any limiteds, but there was a heap of tired hands,
Is
and
it
there
this
was
one? Zealander. This is a mix pack that they got. That's a bluish can.
no, I don't think so.
Um,
I'll have a look because I had a bit of. They said that this weekend.
Oh, not Mind Haze. Radiant Haze is what it's called.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, well, this is a mix pack. I don't know what the other ones are. Mundo,
Yep, that was another one.
Zealander, and some other. I don't even know what that one
They
is.
had a shitload of RAR, Adroit Theory,
That's
Tired
a pretty good one.
Hands. What's Little Log Cabin? Have you heard of that?
So, Little Log Cabin is like I think it's like so you know how like the brewery, or there's a brewery, there's another one called Offshoot.
Yeah,
So I think Little Log Cabin
it's
is
their
like
little side project.
yeah. I think which I've had a couple years ago. Log Cabin or like one, I forgot which one it was, but it was good.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's one Little Log Cabin's one of the other guys is.
yeah, it's Through Tired Hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so it says Lovely Days, our double dry hopped honey, vanilla, and cream double IPA. We brewed this comfy number with a whole lot of flaked oats, fresh and floral, Pennsylvania honey.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they do like different.
That beer actually sounds really good. It's
Yeah,
got
I
like
mean, I
vanilla
haven't had too
bean and
much from Little Log Cabin. It's been a couple of years, but what I had what I had was pretty good. It was like a double IPA or something like that.
Yeah, there's some from the brewery as well. Cascade, Electric, Bottle Logic, Wildworks.
Yeah, Weld
We
Works is
seem to
pretty
get a
nice.
lot of Wildworks for some reason.
Yeah, they have like I'm sure they probably like Juicy Bits is one of their flagship ones.
Yeah.
Um,
Jester King. Have you had much from there?
yeah. I actually just had a Jester King a couple months earlier this year. I had like the grapefruit spawn or spoon or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're normally pretty good.
Yeah, they do a lot of like wild ales or wild mixed firm stuff. Out of Texas.
It's random though to think that in Texas there's these
right mixed firm. Yeah, right.
So
well, it's
the
like
same
urban
like
South.
that Arizona wilderness or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I had one Arizona wilderness beer like years ago.
Yeah.
Same with urban South. They have
Yeah.
Texas and like Louisiana or whatever, but like the Texas one is where they do like their crazy like heavily fruited sours. Like one of the sours I had from them, like I had to like use a spoon to eat the rest of it because it was that thick, but it was good. But I haven't had a heavily fruited sour in Did I have any this year? I don't think I've had any this year. I still got some. I still got that Mortalis Tin Barn collab, the melted gelato that's been in there for like 2+ years or something like that. It's insane. In the back of the fridge.
Yeah, I had a couple of Urban South. I liked them. They were good.
Yeah. Imprint is they do.
Yeah,
Imprint and what's the other one? Four Scores. They were out of
yeah.
Pennsylvania. Do like Gettysburg. They do. They had like the last one I had from Four Scores. Their sours was like they're like so there's a like a it's like Big League Chew. It's like a like shredded looks like shredded tobacco, but it's gum. But they did like different flavors. Like I had an apple one, like a blue raspberry one, and something else. But they're extremely sweet and like thick as all get out, But it's like kind of like a one and done. Like I couldn't drink more than one of them in a night, because my stomach would probably be like, I hate you, because it's so sweet. It's almost like a meal drinking some of those heavily fruits because they're so heavy.
That's what a lot of people say with the like the heavily fruited sours. It's like they market them as sours, but they're really sweet and like
Sweet,
they're
yeah. I
hardly
think I
sour.
think I said that a few
Yeah,
times in a live. Like they shouldn't call them sours. They should call them sweets. Where's Craig at? Yeah.
I'll just leave that up. Yeah,
Unction.
they're always like really sweet and heavy, and it's like they're only slightly tart sometimes. It's like, yeah,
Pastry
it's not.
sours. I
Yeah.
call them pastry sours because that's what they are. Don't call them heavily fruited sours. They're not even sour. Call them pastry sweets. Pastries. No, I meant to crack when I had that get together. Not last week. 2 weeks ago. I was gonna crack that Anchorage one, but I never got to it. So I might just end up doing a review on that Blessed from
Yeah.
Anchorage. Which I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till the winter time or something like that, because I feel like that I don't want to solo dome that. This a nice 16%er. I mean, I paid pretty good money. I mean, it was 50 some bucks for that 500 ml bottle.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish we could just easily like catch up and just share beers. It'd be so
Right, yeah.
Because I've got so many beers there that I'd love to share with people, and it's like, you got no one to sort of share them with, or
Same
no
with
one
that
that
Black Tuesday.
I really respect to share with.
Right, yeah.
You
Yeah, I
want
got
the
that old
person to be on the
Firestone.
same page and to
Right,
understand
that
their like
appreciate it.
value.
That
Yeah,
that would appreciate a beer like that.
yeah,
So that's the thing. I got a shit ton of old ass stouts in there. It'd be interesting to see whenever I do crack that Firestone Walker from 2015 or whatever it is, that anniversary ale.
yeah.
And it's coming up on 10 years now, here pretty soon. So then I got obviously that Coffin one from Vale, the Grand Cru.
I'm still trying to find Parabola. I've started to see some other Firestone Walker appear again. I'm like, ooh, maybe we'll get it, but I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I'm just not seeing their beers here. Like we used to get shitloads of their stuff.
It's weird that you've gotten Black Tuesday, but you haven't got Parabola from
Yeah,
Firestone Walker.
yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
yeah. It's like side project, like fucking ridiculous.
Right? Yeah, you're getting that, but
Getting all this, yeah,
all the hype, crazy shit. I mean, Parabola is still hype,
yeah.
But,
It's just like distribution for that's just so much more like on a larger scale than
yeah.
yeah. I've got to visit the bathroom. I'll be back shortly.
All right, dude. See you in a bit. Yeah, I've been going to the bathroom left and right. Jimmy C, if you're in the chat still, what time is it over there? It's got to be like early morning, I would imagine. It's only 8:47 p.m. over here in the States. I forgot what the time difference is from Finland to the US. Is it 6 hours? 6 hours? Or more than that? I don't remember. I guess it depends on where in Finland, but yeah, it's been a 7 hours. Okay, 3:40. Jeez. Well, thanks for chiming in. It's early as hell over there. Had 3 beers. Well, not really even. I still got that much left in that one. That much left in that one. Probably the same as the Doppelbock's, probably the same too, but we've only been going for an hour and a half. I mean, they're light. Well, except for this one, they're pretty light. But it's kind of like having 3 16-ounce cans. But woke up early, yeah. Yep. Hey, that's Sunday over there. Any plans for Sunday? We're just hanging out. I got a concert to go to tomorrow. Limp Bizkit. It's in the evening, so. And then the following week, which I'll probably take off I'll take a sick day the following day. No, just chilling. So I'm going to see a Limp Bizkit this week or tomorrow. And then the following week, I'm going to see 311, which I'll probably take a sick day that Monday because it's kind of a further drive. So, concerts. I just had vacation last week, my last one of the year, because I only get 2 weeks, but next year I'll get 3. So, kind of hung out, did that. So, I kind of want an IPA now after this.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we can always wrap it up and move
Yeah,
on to
whatever.
something
Yeah.
else. Yeah. Because I'm sort of the same. It's like, ooh, I wouldn't mind like a Westie or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just finish off
Switch it up.
yeah. I'll have a little more of the Schwartz beer. But yeah,
There you go.
I finished that last one. Yeah,
I like
smells.
it.
Go back and smell this. It smells so different.
I think ranking wise, so the 3 ones I have, obviously I never had SCHLENKERLA until tonight, but
Yeah.
honestly, I would probably put the Doppelbock. So it'd probably go Doppelbock, the Helles, and then obviously the Marzen because I'm not
Yeah.
too big on it. But
Yeah. Just
I think
the
Doppelbock's.
smokiness was just
Yeah,
too
yeah.
much.
The Doppelbock's
Yeah.
probably my favorite out of the 3
Yeah.
that I've had.
I did like the fact that the more you drank of the Murtzen, it's sort of like you appreciated it a bit more.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, if I had to choose, like ranking them wise, I'd probably
Yeah.
pick the Doppelbock
Yeah.
at top.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
Doppelbock's very malty, like
yeah,
sweet,
yeah,
quite a little bit of booze. Like, yeah, it's like just drinking it's like drinking any other Doppelbock, but it's just got that
yeah,
slight touch of smoke.
smoke to it. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed in I totally get what Bumpy was referring to with the Schwartz beer. I'm on the same page. I just don't think it. I think I expected a lot more, being a Schwartz beer and a smoked fan, and obviously a fan of Schlenkerla. It's like worlds collide. I was just expecting this big beast, and yeah, it's like, to me, it just tastes like just a normal Schwartz beer.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So for me, out of the three, I'd go. I don't know, like, even though the Doppelbock's not as smoky, I really enjoy it. I like that sweet malt. So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
probably have those. I'd have those two on a par, and then the Schwartz beer below.
The third, yeah.
Yeah. I love that Hallis. It's just, yeah, like, I had that
That's
in the
good.
fridge, and I had the Erbach in the fridge, but I just drank both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the Doppelbock. It's good. Like you said, it's like a regular Doppelbock, but just like a added touch of smoke, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want, we'll I don't know. What is there anyone live? Like, anyone worth joining, or even if you want to
I
start
know.
something up, or Drewy, or I'm not sure what's really going on, but
Yeah, I don't know.
we can wrap this up
Oh yeah,
and have a
Drury's
big,
live pre-party, UFC pre-party.
yeah,
You can head over there if you want.
yeah, okay.
But
Oh, well, it was another enjoyable review
for
with
sure,
with a few people.
right?
Just a shame a few others are missing.
Right. Well, at least we
But
finally got it. We're able
yeah,
to do this
exactly.
recording,
Yeah,
after all these months or however long it
yeah.
took.
No, it's good to do, and like, yeah, it's cool to be there with you when you first try something like that.
Mhm.
That's a bit different. So yeah, there'll be definitely more reviews to come with us.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in. There's been plenty of people, so,
Yeah,
and yeah, good to see you, Jimmy, if you're still there. Like, be good to catch up with you again, brother. I miss you.
yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, so on my channel, next up, I'll be doing the Nordjet, which is the salted licorice version of the Ramjet. I'll probably do that later tonight, I reckon. I'll do it a similar time to what I did Ramjet last night. So yeah, throughout the day, it'll just be us just having other beers and probably on other people's panels. So
Yeah.
you got anything coming up, Josh?
Trying to think. I might have a review coming up sometime this week of a beer review, but obviously not tomorrow because won't be around in the evening time.
Yeah.
But trying to think if I've reviewed most of the new stuff I got. Maybe not, but yeah, check it out. Maybe Monday or something like that. Sometime later this week, another beer review. Been trying to crank those out. Been getting through them. Yeah. Other than that, Billy Cricker 87 is my Instagram. I haven't really been posting too much on there. But
Yeah. I've been
um,
terrible. As soon as I started YouTube, I've just sort of forgotten about Instagram.
yeah, well, I was kind of more on the Instagram, but now that I've been doing the daily, well, not daily, but pretty frequent beer reviews on here, I'm just like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta save one can to put it on the gram or whatever.
Yeah. It's one of those things, dude. We've both got like a bit of presence on Instagram. It'd be good if it
Yeah,
rolled over to YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just
So
hard to sort of convert people over.
check that out. Other than that, I don't have much going on. So like I said, going to see Limp Bizkit tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So
I'm
yeah, thanks for having me,
jealous.
Sammy. Glad we were able to finally get some people together. Cheers to Adam
Yeah,
for
for sure.
coming in and hanging out.
Yeah. I feel like Craig's gonna sort of feel like a bit of a goose that he's
Right?
gone
Yeah,
missing.
yeah. Because he was
Honestly,
talking.
I hope he's like, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
you just hope he's okay and nothing's happened. I'm sure he's
yeah,
just fallen asleep. So
yeah.
yeah, So shout out to him. Shout out to Adam for joining, and
Yeah,
shout out to Joe. Joe wanted to be part of it, but yeah, it was just
yeah,
a lot of
he's out of
times you
town.
tried to organise and it was just too hard to get everyone
Time
together.
difference and all that stuff. But
Yeah, but we'll work out something. I'm sure we'll do something with Joe again some stage.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. Cheers, peeps, and we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
Later.